uh, I was getting up at 7 a.m.
Okay. For what? Because today is weekend, so you can wake up late.
Yes, but I usually wake up early,
Oh,
usually at 7 a.m.
okay. Good. All right.
But when I have to go to school, I must get up at 6 a.m.
Oh, really? That's so
Yes,
early.
because yes, because our class will start at 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. All right. Did you do the homework I gave you yesterday?
Yes, teacher. You don't send it for me, teacher.
Oh, really? Maybe your mother uh, forget. Because,
Yes,
because last night I sent a picture to your mother.
on Zalo, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think my mom forgot to give it for me to me.
Mm. All right. Okay. It's never mind. We can start with the exercise.
Yes,
Now, let me show you. Here we have the how to say a story about the wolf, okay, and the little red riding hood.
yes, yes,
Now, just have a look at the picture from 1 to 8 to
yes,
see what is happening with the story.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Okay. As you can see, uh, 8 pictures tell you about a story between the wolf, the
yes,
grandma,
yes,
and the little Red Riding Hood. Okay, great.
yes, yes,
Now
yes,
you have to look at the sentences from A to H and give me the correct
yes,
order based on the given picture.
yes, yes,
Okay, right. Good. Now, just have a look at the sentences. Do you have any new words?
yes,
Things that you haven't seen before? Or you can tell me, I can explain it
yes,
to you. You can better
yes,
understand and you can do it faster.
yes. Um, I think it's no news for me, teacher.
Good, good, right? Now, let me ask you. Swallow.
Swallow. Can I say it in Vietnamese, teacher?
Try to speak it. Try to explain it in English, please.
Um, swallow like when we like stand under the sun, the sunshine will like rise, and like the sunshine will have like, let me see, like the ground will have our swallow because the sunshine. I think so, teacher.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Mm,
Swallow.
no, teacher. No, teacher. I think is swallowed here is eat.
Yeah. So you can say it somehow means eat, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. When you said the sunshine or things like that. Wow, I don't know I don't know what you are talking about because it is not related to the
Yeah.
sunshine.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, right. Now, one more word. Scream.
Yes. Scream we are like we shout to need a help.
Okay.
We
So
shout.
we shout loud.
Yes.
Okay. We can say we have to make a very wide noise.
Yes.
Okay, right. Now, it's time for you to look at the sentences and reorder it. Okay, 5 minutes for you go.
Okay, teacher.
Oh, you don't need 5 minutes. Okay,
Yes,
great.
teacher.
Now, reorder it for me. Let me show you the correct answer. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, the first picture is 8. Little Red Riding Hood lived in a wood. One day she went to visit her granny.
Okay.
Uh, the second picture um, is A. When she was picking some flowers on the side of the path, she met a wicked wolf. He asked, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to see my grandmother," she said. The third picture is E. So the wolf had a plan. He ran to Granny's house and swallowed Granny. He got into Granny bed. Um, the fifth picture is F. A little later, Little Red Riding Hood reached the house. She looked at the wolf and said, "Granny, what big eyes you have!" "All the better to see you with," he replied. The sixth picture is um uh no, the fifth picture is uh the fourth picture is uh F, and the fifth picture is D. Then she said, "Granny, what big ass you have!" "All the better to hear you with," he replied. The sixth picture is C. "Finally," she said, "Granny, what big teeth you have!" "All the better to eat you with," shouted the wolf. The seventh picture is B. A woodcutter was working in the woods. He heard a loud scream and ran to the house. And the last picture is G. He hit the wolf on the head. The wolf opened his mouth wide and shouted, and Granny jumped out. The wolf ran away.
Okay, I agree with your answer. Yeah. But sometimes you need to focus on your pronunciations because
Yes,
this word you pronounce incorrectly.
yes,
Ears, but you said that air or things like in a incorrect way.
yes, yes,
Now the reading section here, we have the story. We have the
yes,
story, okay, about the two brothers, okay,
yes, yes,
and the star fruit tree, and also the eagle.
yes, yes,
So we say it is the story about the star fruit tree.
yes,
Now, read the story about the star fruit tree, and then can you find the word in the box here
yes,
in the in the reading text? Okay.
yes,
Okay, great. And after you find them, please tell me what do they mean?
yes, yes,
Okay, all right. Now, 3 minutes for you to read the story, and after 3 minutes, you have time to look for the word.
yes, yes.
Okay, good. 3 minutes, go.
Okay, teacher.
Mm-hmm. Tell me the words that you see in the reading text.
The words, teacher.
The word, the fortune, the word fortune.
The word fortune is the second line after
Okay.
he left his two sons a fortune.
Okay. What does it mean?
Uh, it is like property.
Mm. Okay. Good. Next. Star fruit.
Next, star fruit is the next line is the third line.
Mm-hmm.
After brother, only a star fruit tree.
Mm-hmm. And what does it mean?
Star fruit mean like a fruit has like
Okay.
star shape, and it is if it is like if it is ripe, it will very sweet. But if it isn't ripe, it is it will has the taste like uh very sour.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tree.
Tree is after star fruit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what does it mean?
Tree is like grow up from a plant.
Oh yeah. Right field.
Mm, in this story, I can't find right fill. In this story, just have right and fill. It is
Oh,
like separate.
okay, good. So the word ripe, what does it mean?
Like ripe is like ready to eat.
Yes. And fill.
Fill is full of something.
Good. Load.
Load means like a big amount of something, like
Mhm.
a load of bread.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And repay.
And repay. Um, Let me see. Repay is in the fifth line.
Mhm.
After Ego promised to repay him in gold and told him to make
Promise.
a bet. Yes, promise.
And what does it mean?
Repayment, um, like I don't know how to explain it, but like when we uh like when we uh like when we borrow something, we will repay it for the owner.
Give it back.
Yes, give it back.
Mhm. We need to give something back.
Yes.
All right. Now, uh, uh, here is the explanation about the words
Yes,
that we
yes.
have just find in the reading text. Good. So, do you understand the star fruit tree?
Yes, teacher.
Now it's time for you to practice your pronunciation. Can you please read the whole reading?
Yes, teacher. Um, Once upon a time, there was a rich man living in a village. When he died, he left his two sons a fortune. But the elderly brother gave his brother only a star fruit tree. When the fruit was ripe, an eagle came and ate the fruit. The younger brother begged the eagle not to. The eagle promised to repay him in gold and told him to make a bag to carry it. The eagle took him on its back to a place of gold. There he filled the bag with gold. When he got home, he was rich. The elder brother was surprised, so he asked his brother to explain. After hearing the story, he offered to swap his fortune for the star fruit tree, and his kind brother accepted. When the eagle came, the elder brother asked it to take him to the place of gold. The greedy brother filled a very large bag and all his pockets with gold. On the way home, because the load was too heavy, the eagle got tired and dropped into the sea.
Heavy.
Yes, heavy.
Okay. Now, here we have some questions to ask you about the story Starfruit Tree. What did the older brother
Yes.
give his younger brother?
The older brother gave his younger brother a star fruit tree.
Mhm. And what did the eagle promise to the younger brother?
The eagle promised to the younger brother is ours. The eagle lies repaid him in in gold.
Mm, good. And what did the elder brother do when he found out how his younger brother became rich?
When he found out how his younger brother became rich, the elder brother changed his fortune with his younger brother,
Okay,
and the
swap.
elder brother, yes, swapped
Good.
his
What did
fortune.
the elder brother do when he got to the place of gold?
The elder brother filled his bag of gold, and it is load it is a load bag, and he filled it all his pockets.
Okay. What happened to the elder brother in the end?
Because the bag was too heavy, so the bird was too tired, so he the elder brother fell out into the sea.
Hmm. And the eagle dropped the elder brother into the sea.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We have new story here. Can you guess what
Yes.
story we are going to talk about?
Yes.
Can you guess?
Their story about teacher.
Can you guess what stories are we going to talk about?
It
You
is
can see on the
Saint.
screen.
Yes, it is Saint John and the tortoise and the hare.
Okay, good. Senzong, have you ever heard of Senzong?
Yes, we have learned it um, like since I was studied in at grade 6
Okay.
in literature 6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And um, here, the story about Senzong is
Yes,
very is a kind of legendary.
yes, yes.
Okay. And the second one, have you ever heard about the tortoise in the air?
Yes, a cards teacher in my childhood. Um, I I was hearing it a lot
Oh,
about uh, from my friends,
okay.
and I have read it.
Okay, good. Now, can you please tell me which one, Senzong or the tortoise in the air? Which story are you more interested in?
Um, like I think I like the tortoise and the hare
Mm-hmm.
because it is um, the fable for the children,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and
good.
and like it also has like an experience and a lesson for us.
Oh yeah. So after reading the
uh,
story, we
yes,
have a kind of lesson, okay,
yes,
from
yes,
reading the story. Good, good. Now, okay, right. Now, listen. Here is the listening section. We are going to listen to
yes,
the fairy tale, The
yes,
Princess and the Dragon.
yes,
And we have sentences from 1 to 4. And
yes,
each
yes,
of them has one mistake. You need to correct
yes.
the mistakes. Okay, right.
Okay, teacher.
Listening. Activity 1. Listen to the fairy tale, The Princess and the Dragon, and correct the following statements.
Once upon a time, there was a king and a queen who lived in a castle with their beautiful daughter. One night, an ugly ogre captured the princess and put her in his tall, dark tower. The king and the queen were very sad. They promised to give gold to the knight that rescued the princess. Many knights wanted to rescue her, but they all ran away when they reached the tower and saw the ogre roaring with anger. One day, a dragon was flying over the tower when he heard the princess cry for help. The dragon flew down to the tower, took a big fiery breath, and blew the ogre far away. The dragon rescued the princess from the tower and gently put her on his strong back. They flew back to the castle. The king and the queen were so happy. The dragon turned into a handsome prince and married the princess. They all lived happily ever after.
You want to listen again?
Yes, teacher.
Listening. Activity 1. Listen to the fairy tale, The Princess and the Dragon, and correct the following statements.
Once upon a time, there was a king and a queen who lived in a castle with their beautiful daughter. One night, an ugly ogre captured the princess and put her in his tall, dark tower. The king and the queen were very sad. They promised to give gold to the knight that rescued the princess. Many knights wanted to rescue her, but they all ran away when they reached the tower and saw the ogre roaring with anger. One day, a dragon was flying over the tower when he heard the princess cry for help. The dragon flew down from the tower, took a big fiery breath, and blew the ogre far away. The dragon rescued the princess from the tower and gently put her on his strong back. They flew back to the castle. The king and the queen were so happy. The dragon turned into a handsome prince and married the princess. They all lived happily ever after.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah?
teacher. Yes.
Now, from 1 to 4, which mistakes do you see?
For number 1, it is the mistake is and a prince, and we correct it is once upon a time there was a king, a queen who lived in the castle with a beautiful daughter.
Okay, a princess.
Yes.
2.
2. The mistake is in his tower. In his tower. We must correct it is one night a giant captured the princess and put her in his tall and dark tower.
Okay. Number 3.
Number 3, the mistake is heard. We correct it is one day a dragon was flying over the tower and heard the princess sing for help.
Okay. Number 4.
And the last one I don't know clearly. I just guess because I can't hear it. I get is the dragon rescued the princess and made friends with her. I
Okay.
think so. Yes.
They married.
Yes.
Dragon turned into a prince and
Yeah.
married to the princess. They all lived happily ever after.
Yes.
Okay. Number 2. It's not it's not his tower. Okay, it's about a giant. The
Yes.
wrong word is giant. It's an oak. Do you know an oak?
Yes. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes, teacher.
A very tall and bad guy and ugly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, number three, sing. It's not sing. It's about crying.
Oh, yes.
Now, listen again and fill in the missing words.
Yes, yes.
You can understand the story.
Listening. Activity 1. Listen to the fairy tale, The Princess and the Dragon, and correct the following statements.
Once upon a time, there was a king and a queen who lived in a castle with their beautiful daughter. One night, an ugly ogre captured the princess and put her in his tall, dark tower. The king and the queen were very sad. They promised to give gold to the knight that rescued the princess. Many knights wanted to rescue her, but they all ran away when they reached the tower and saw the ogre roaring with anger. One day, a dragon was flying over the tower when he heard the princess cry for help. The dragon flew down to the tower, took a big fiery breath, and blew the ogre far away. The dragon rescued the princess from the tower and gently put her on his strong back. They flew back to the castle. The king and the queen were so happy. The dragon turned into a handsome prince and married the princess. They all lived happily ever after.
Okay, right. Now, can you please read the whole story for me?
The hold. I don't know. Number three, teacher.
Okay, so you can skip number three.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a king and a queen who lived in a castle with their beautiful daughter. One night, an ugly archer captured the princess and put her in his tall and dark tower. The king and the queen were very sad. They promised to give gold to the knight that rescued the princess. Many knights wanted to rescue her, but they all ran away when they reached the tower and saw the arch roaring with anger. One day a dragon was flying over the tower and he heard the princess cry for help. The dragon flew down to the tower, took a big fiery breath, and blew the arch and far away. The dragon rescued the princess from the tower and gently put her on his strong back. They flew back to the castle. The king and the queen were so happy. The dragon turned into a handsome prince and married the princess. They all lived happily ever after.
Good. Now, okay. Um, Here is the writing section that I will give
Yes,
you as homework.
yes,
We are going to invent our story
yes, yes,
and create our own story about a fairy tale which you can imagine about your story. Okay, but you need to think about the title, your main characters, your plot in the beginning, middle, and in the end.
Teacher, my own fairy tales.
You can imagine.
Uh, yes, yes.
You can get it right now. So that's enough for today. Thank you for
Yes.
joining me, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time, teacher. Goodbye, teacher. Goodbye.